let's bring in Dr. Everett Domes, President of Neumann University in Pennsylvania, a private Catholic university rooted in the Franciscan tradition. Dr. Domes, good to be with you. Let's talk more about this executive order that we mentioned is being put on hold for now. How do you think it could potentially impact the future of education? Your thoughts about the potential pros and cons?
Sure, Tracy. It's good to be with you. Certainly, I think the Department of Education impacts K through 12 significantly, primarily through the Title I program, Head Start, free and reduced lunch. But the Department of Education impacts almost 100% of college students. So in the area of Catholic higher education, 100% of our students at Neumann University, for example, have to get their loans, their Pell Grants, if they're eligible, SEOG grants, all through the Department of Education. So it would have significant impact on access and on the ability for students to achieve an education if the department was eliminated and these programs were not stabilized and put in a situation, an agency that could continue to handle them well.
Yeah, and President Trump, he weighed in on this today. He was saying that he wants the states to take over their own education. Let's take a listen to this.
I want to bring the schools back to the states. And, I've said it 100 times, we're ranked at the bottom of the list, and yet we spend more. We're ranked #1 for cost per student. We're ranked at the bottom of the list in education.
Dr. Domes, I know you are at the university level and have been there for about 40 years or so, but your take on this, what are your thoughts?
Sure. I think the states already control education. So I think that's important to note here. The Department of Education was put in place to help those students who are the most neediest in our society. So the Department of Education helps students with disabilities, helps funding with Title I, that is really important for the students who have economic issues. And so I think that the department is supporting the state system. Does it do it well and efficiently? Probably not. There's probably some particular things this department could certainly do better. Certainly that was true under the Biden administration and under previous administrations. However, it's really important as a Catholic and as a Catholic university that we note that there's a need for supporting those populations that are on the fringe, that are marginalized in our culture and society. We have to make sure that we're continuing to do that. And our mission at Neumann, as a Catholic university in the Franciscan tradition, speaks directly to that. We certainly educate very marginalized students here at Neumann. That's very important to our mission. Access to Catholic education is critical. And so the Department of Education helps us do that. It also helps students around the country who may not otherwise access particular programs such as free and reduced lunch or special education in their districts or areas in K-12 also. So it's really important, I think, for the public to know those particular things about what the department does do in a positive way for those that are most in need.
And we're going to leave right there. Dr. Domes, great to be with you. Thank you so much. God bless.
Thank you so much.